So another thing I wanted to discuss, let me move back. I just put the mat on the floor, is in terms of abs. And I don't work abs that much. I usually do just the oblique. There's a couple things that I see a lot of people are doing. Look, I'm not a professional in this, but this is what works for me. When you guys are doing abs, no matter which position you are, whether you're standing or laying or any of that, you need to be at neutral position. Okay. Neutral position meaning that your body is not like this, it's not like that, or you're standing like this. I remember I was taking an art class, they call this then contrapposto position, where you have a supporting leg and a resting leg. None of that, okay? You need to be at a athletic stance, a neutral position, okay? That involves your spine, everything has to be aligned, okay? You have your pelvic to be at neutral, you know, stand at the neutral position. Not everybody's gonna be standing, you know, upright all the time, but when you're gonna be doing exercise, that's one thing whenever I talk to people, just do your exercise the way you're gonna walk naturally. If you wanna walk like this, so sit like that on the machine and train your body to be in this position. So if you wanna walk straight, when you are working out, your body needs to be in a neutral position. If you're working, let's say a leg muscle, nothing else should be moving, just the leg or that particular muscle you're trying to target. So when it comes to doing abs in particular, you need to be at neutral position, everything aligned. You could find millions of videos on YouTube that will teach you all of that, and there's professionals that are specialized on this thing that teaches you how to do it. So when you're doing your abs, let me put the camera down. When you're doing your ab exercises, and I do have lower back issues, you need to be at a neutral position on the ground also. If when you're doing your abs, let's say you're doing crunches or whatever it might be, if you could put your hand through your back, going through, you see, my other hand is, you know, over there, that means you're doing it wrong, okay? Your hand should not be able to go through your back, okay? You should be at neutral position, okay? Your pelvic slightly up, okay? Core tight. Your hand should not be able to go through, okay? And then whatever movement you're gonna be doing, whether it's crunches or whatever, so each time you lift your body, or whatever muscles it is, when you come down, you should not be able to have your hand go through your back, okay? For crunches, if you're gonna put your leg up like this, you do your crunches, okay? And usually those ab movement, you don't need major movement. You tighten your core and then you move, okay? Your core should always be tight, okay? So the main thing is not to have your hand going through your back. And if you're gonna do your leg lift, okay, core tight, you lift it. See, I have back problem. It's still an issue for me, so I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to be in pain and go pick up my kids. But it's the main thing. So that's why I usually do my obliques or my leg lift being on a standing upright position, because I don't want to mess it up. I have a pull-up bar here and I could show you guys. Let me turn this camera. Usually if I want to do some abs at home, leg lift, I will use this, okay? And I usually close the door not only my, well, they finally cleaned their room is clean, but it's not the reason why the door is closed. So when I do the leg lift, okay, I have a couple stuff here, okay, I made sure my back is against the door. That's for me, okay, because I have lower back issues, so I don't want to aggravate it too much. So one way of doing it, I use the door as a way to keep me notice that this is not, you know, I cannot put my hand through my back like this, okay? Be at neutral position, okay? That means your core has to be tight, okay? Your butt is slightly, you know, tilted in a way, okay? So I cannot have too much space between my back and the door. So I'll do that, core tight, okay? And I hardly do this, but when I do, you know, I try to do it correctly. All right. Hold on to this, core tight, pull. Okay. And if you could go higher, you go higher. So that's one way. And then another thing I wanted to explain, I have no idea when any of this is going to be online. I'm just making all of them at once while my kids are out, because once they come, I won't be able to record anything. People said, how come I don't do pull-ups at the gym? If I have this here, sometime I walk through here, I do 1 or 2 pull-ups. I don't go to the gym to do things that I have at home. Okay? So I have this here. Look, I even have that. And I have resistance bands when I want to do some oblique work, you know. You guys always see me do this. You know, the more I tighten this, the more resistance that I have. But that's not the point for today. So for the pull-up, okay, there's different ways I can do it here. I don't want to take these out. Okay, I can do this. Okay. Sometimes, you know, to work my, how do you call this? My rotator cuff. Sometimes I do this. And then in terms of pull-ups, okay. So I don't need to be at the gym to do this. I have it here. Now, while I'm here, let me think. I was thinking of this a while ago for people who wants to learn how to do pull-up. I think my gym had posted something on Instagram about one of the workers who's doing pull-ups and things like that. So that came to mind in terms of how another way, especially women who cannot do pull-ups. The thing is that when you want to learn something, you don't beat yourself too much to do it, especially into exercise. Yes, it's good, you want to improve, you want to learn, but don't beat yourself to it. You just need to get the muscles activated, okay? One way, there's many different ways people do assistant pull-ups. They have the band to help them and things like that. If you don't have any of this, okay? I've shown videos, couple equipment you could have at home, and I think I mentioned one of this. So if you have this and you don't want to go spend money to buy a band or any sort of resistance to teach you how to do the pull-up, you could start like this, okay? You could start just by hanging yourself. Let me take that. Not hanging yourself to kill yourself. You hang on the bar. I have to. Sometimes when I listen to myself talking on my videos, I'm like, oh my God. So that's what happens when English is not your first language. So you hold on to the bar, your feet off the ground, and just hold on. Okay. Now, what's that doing? if you never done pull-up before, you never hold on to your weight, you're just activating those muscles to assist you on holding your weight, okay? So you hold it as long as you can. If you could hold it, if you have a timer or if you have someone who's timing you, you hold it, you know, for as long as you can. If, like I said, if you have a timer, depend on how long you held, you do it, you do that same amount 3 times. Then the next day, you try to do it again, you increase the time. You try to increase your time from holding on. Once you start being able to hold yourself, now another thing you can do, okay, is bring yourself slightly up. You hold it. Same way, okay? Before you were like this, just off the ground, that's it. Okay, you hold it as long as you can for a certain amount of time, and you try to beat your time the next time you do it. Now if you stand, being able to hold yourself for, let's say, 40 seconds or a minute or so, so now you can hold on to your weight. The next thing you're gonna try to do, okay, you were like this, bring it up like that and hold it. Okay, you hold it for as long as you can. You try to beat your time each time. All right. Okay, so next time, guess what? You were like this the first time, like this the second time, third time, like this. You hold it as long as you can. Okay, and then you do that couple, you know, if you're timing yourself each time you're doing it, you beat your time each time. You try to beat your time each time you try to do it. Okay, now let's say you're starting to feel good and holding yourself like this, like that, like this. Now you bring it up more. You hold it. Okay, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it until you do the same thing. Now, once you do all of this, you start here. I'm already tired from doing it. This. Okay, let me. Oh, this thing is too much to. I usually have the reason I sort of have to put it high. It's my kids, especially my youngest one. They hit each other with it, so I had to wrap it up around. All right. Now I have this thing here. Where was I? The next time you try to do it again, okay? Start here, up, 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 up. You hold it. Now you go down slowly. 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 You do that couple times, and then before you know it, you're doing pull-ups. It's just those muscles are not used to doing those things, so they're not activated, they're not strong enough. So you have to try ways to increase the muscle activation. So that's one way I think people could try to do it, but I have things to do. So that's it. I did 3 videos now. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to edit them. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.